How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Virtual History 360. I see I got a couple people in already. So, what do you think? Notification worked out okay? Remember, we have the chat feature, so go ahead and leave that going. Type in if you have any comments, questions. If you got the notification right away, if there was a delay, if you had trouble getting in, anything, go ahead and let me know. Okay? Now, here's a trick. Like I said, if you look in the description, we're testing out OBS Studio. And what I want to find out is what you guys think. So, in the chat, leave it open. And how are we all going to see this? Or at least how am I going to see it real time? Check this out. What do you think? 3, 2, 1. It should be popping up on your screen any second now. Maybe. Oh, the timing's probably not right. Okay. So right now, that's the delay between what I say to when it pops up on your screen. Now, obviously, you guys don't see a delay. That's more from me. But, so, what do you think? Oh my goodness. Logan. Jacob. Notifications work for you? Gotcha. Awesome. So, what do you guys think? Do you like the scroll bar down at the bottom? I don't know. I think that's kind of neat. What about the chat in the window? Does that make it easier for you to see? I don't know. Talk to me. What do you guys think? And while we're waiting for you, because I know there's a delay, and I gotta get used to that, I'll add this. I was messing around with it, and I think when I do my Skype interviews, I can do them on here now because for some reason it decided to work this afternoon. So all the frustration we talked about in class, hopefully it worked out and we got it all settled. Everything's good. Now, it's a bit laggy though. Okay, now let me ask you this. I'm going to set a timer. Well, I can see the clock here on mine. 3, 2, 1, go. That was 5 seconds. Now, hopefully it felt like 5 seconds on yours. I'm going to do another challenge. I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, go. And this time what I want you to do is to comment something. And let's see how long it takes you to pop up on my screen. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, took about 10 seconds. So that's not too bad. Okay, and both of you jumped right in around the same time, it looks like on my end. So, alright, so I'm feeling pretty good about this. Hopefully it looks good and I can jump back and forth. If the chat's distracting or maybe it slows it down because there's a lot happening, I can do that. And what I can do is I can tell you, hey, do me a favor, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Huh? What do you think? Not too corny, is it, right? Or I can always remind you, hey, don't forget to go ahead and subscribe. Pretty cool, huh? Now, okay, so here we are. We're live. Hopefully everyone's seeing this. Hopefully, I don't know how many people are watching. That's the one thing OBS Studio doesn't show me is how many people are watching live. Oh, that was interesting. It said encoding overloaded. I'm going to figure out something. Okay. Maybe if I turn my resolution down on the webcam, I'll mess with that for a later time. Do you guys have any questions? I mean, how's the year going for you guys? Do me a favor. Tell me one thing that you've learned this year, one thing that stands out. And you know what, it doesn't even have to be my class, but going along with the focus of being lifelong learners, tell me one thing that you learned this year. Okay, something that stood out to you, something you thought was cool. And again, doesn't have to be my class. What do you think? Hey, Michelle, you finally got the notification. It's a miracle. My Skype window's working. You're getting notifications. Man, I should play the lottery tonight. It's my lucky day. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to turn down my resolution And I think that will solve the lagging issue. But I don't know if I can do that in real time. Let me see. Let's see if I change you to 720 and just resize it. How's that look? And believe me, you learned it, Michelle, and you told me about it, so I, in turn, you're a good teacher. Yeah, if I just make that a little bit bigger. There you go, fills in. Hopefully doesn't mess with the coding too much. I don't know, what do you guys think? Is it less laggy now as I move around and the scroll at the bottom? Is it still just as smooth? I don't know. You tell me. Let's see there. America is a lot more debt than you thought. Okay, that's fresh, but yeah, it's a lot, isn't it? What was it? $22.2 trillion? Oh. Like, remember the images that we talked about? Oh, goodness, I don't remember when I showed you. But what does $1 trillion look like? Where you have a pallet of money double stacked over a course of a football field. That's 1 trillion. We've got 22. Give you a football reference. That's 2/3 of the NFL. If we fill their stadiums with cash, that's how much debt we're in. That sucks. That's why I had you write to your congressman, to Representative Soto. Let's see, Scatterbrain. Hey guys, what's up? Scatterbrain, nice to see ya. Good to see people logging in. Question, if you just joined us, I'm asking, what's one thing that you've learned this year? One thing that stands out to you. Doesn't have to be in history, civics, or whatever class you're in, but what's the one thing that you're taking away from this year? Being lifelong learners, always wanting to learn. What's that one bit of trivia? Something that stands out to you. And if you notice on the scroll on the bottom, it says we're testing out OBS Studio. That's the new software I'm using for live streaming. It seems to be working fine. This is just a test run. It seems to look better, I think, than just doing the live webcam. It's a little more polished. I can jump back and forth. I can go just to here. Oops. Forgot to turn those off. Thumbs up and subscribe. There we go. Yeah, so I can keep it clean and neat like we've been doing for the Civil War 100 countdown, or I can jump back into the Civil War 100 pads here. Let's see. Jacob. What does y equal? mx plus b, right? Great minds think alike. Even though you disapprove, Gru. Great minds think alike. mx plus b. That's awesome. So what do you think? Does this make it more of a social atmosphere? We can have conversation. I gotta get my brain used to this 10-second delay. Nice, pandas. You got it too. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to make that chat just a little bit bigger, just because it's harder for me to see. Let's see. Let's go to chat. See if I can do this. If I go up, let's just stretch it that way. So maybe if I take over. That makes it a little bit bigger. Yeah, I think that feels much better. Kincaid teaches them a dance for what M equals. Uh-oh. You're going to make a history topic digital art. Ooh, I would love that. And, just maybe I'll put that on the bottom here. Let's see, it'll be this one. Give me 1 second. Let me update this. Added a new little bit to the ticker there at the bottom. So yeah, remember to subscribe. Welcome. We're testing new stuff today. That's what's going on. Uh-oh. We're going to have to do this now. We're going to have a dance off. Because everyone knows the Montesquieu dance, right? Right? You guys know the song, know the dance. Yeah, there's no way we're going to lose that. What do you think? Hey, civics teachers, Logan. Who all's still in here? Jacob. Gru, come on, you got this. Don't say, oh no. It's going to be awesome. Amazing. I agree with you, Logan. But yeah, if you guys have anything to send me, send it to my email, virtualhistory360@gmail.com. That's the easiest way. There's like a solid minute late. A minute? Really? Okay. That's good to know. That's a little sad that it's not as close as I thought it would be, but I think it's okay. Because I speak as it pops up, so I think it still bounces out. What do you think? I feel like I have a sneeze brewing. Hold on. Of course, I said that. Now I'm not going to have to sneeze. It's going away. All right, so I'm pretty confident that this is, a viable program. The coding seems to be keeping up now that I lowered it to 720, but on my end, it still looks good. Does it look good on your end? Does the scroll work? Does the chat work? Obviously, it's a delay. Do I look okay? Do I sound okay? Thank you, Gru. Obviously, you're much more experienced in, what people are talking about on their streams than I am. That validates, that this is actually a working platform. So that's good. So once we get used to that and you become accustomed to that, I think this could be a good social area. Kids, if you got questions, ask them. I can help you with a lot. Let's see, everything seems to be working fine. I agree, Logan. Questions, like I was gonna say. Obviously, I'm a civics teacher. I'm a history teacher. I focus on that. But man, if you guys got anything to talk about, this is the place to go. Thumbs up, right? Oh, you mean like this? Ho ho, give this video a thumbs up, huh? Right there. Slide over the frame a little bit. Now, while I got you here, I have a captive audience and you're paying attention. Since I'm going to be using this for my live streams, this Monday we have the Civil War Countdown on number 95. But our next installment of your teacher's favorite history is going to be on May 27th. I know it's Memorial Day, but I think that's okay. It's going to be 7 o'clock. My live streams, I think 7 o'clock seems to be good for everyone. We're going to live stream with Mr. Winters, a teacher I used to work with at Horizon. And we're actually going to steer away from the revolution. The last two teachers talked about the American Revolution, so we're going to steer away from that a little bit, and we're going to talk about the Cold War. That's where his favorite area is, so we'll talk more about that. Is she texting you while she's doing this? I'm sure there's other comments that she's making to you, right, Jackie? I'll wait a minute for the delay for you to hear that. Like if you watch the Mr. Clemens teacher history on Monday, his wife walked through with her hands over her ears. I know you're watching. Thank you, Mrs. Wade. Isaiah, explain what you mean you had to search my name. You had to go to Virtual History 360, you didn't get the notification? I remember that you started the stream at 7. Okay. But no notification, which is funny because normally you're the one that gets my notifications. That's funny. I think Miss Eng, Miss Michelle there, I think she stole your juju. She stole your good karma because she got the notification. Remember we talked about how she doesn't get her notifications? All right. So what do you guys think? Call this a win for the night? Call it a success? All right, perfect. All right, so if there's not any other questions, I'm going to wait about a minute just because I know there's a delay. If there's no other questions, nothing else to share, I think we can end this in about a minute. What do you guys think? Awesome. I'm very happy. I think this worked out very well. I'm gonna call it a success. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I appreciate everyone watching. Making sure this worked. Testing it out, helping me because this is just helping me improve. Hopefully, if you go back and watch my older videos to now, you've seen the progression, and I think this is just that next step. This is the progression into what I think are better videos. Say, hair power one cannot live while the other one survives. Ha! That's funny. So which one of you is Voldemort? I think it's you, Michelle. Just saying. Well, if you're one of my students, don't forget your 4 academic sources that compare and contrast the rise and fall of the Soviet Union. I did an elongated wink just in case there's a lag. All right, so I'm going to sign off. I'm going to say goodnight. See you guys in the morning if you're one of my students. If not, I'll see you next time I'm streaming live Monday at 7, counting down the Civil War with number 95. I'll tell you more about that Monday. All right, good night, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. Thank you.